Well, speaking of the state budget, the Louisiana legislature wrapped up the 2015 session last week with the last-minute passage of a $24.5 billion spending plan for the next year. Governor Bobby Jindal charged legislators with filling a $1.6 billion budget hole while keeping the budget what he called revenue neutral, meaning that any tax increase or reduction in tax credit would be offset by a tax cut elsewhere. So what does that mean for agriculture? Louisiana Farm Bureau legislative specialist Joe Mapes says the farming community fared well this legislative session with minimal cuts to the LSU Ag Center and the Department of Ag and Forestry.
But overall, Farm Bureau and agriculture had a very good session, Avery, and it's because of two things. One, the Farm Bureau membership participation, and thank you for everybody that's watching this for participating. Makes all the difference in the world. And the second huge component in this was our leadership at the legislature. Leadership like the Agriculture Rural Caucus Chair, Legislative Chair, Representative Jack Monasse from Acadia Parish. He showed great leadership, not only for agriculture, but in the House in general. And this legislature and this body needed the leadership that he exhibited this time. And our thanks and our commendations go out to Representative Jack Monasse.
Mapes says he believes once Louisiana's new governor takes office in January, that governor will likely call for a special session of the Louisiana legislature to address some budget issues. Speaking of Louisiana's next governor, you can get to know all of the major candidates better at the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation's annual meeting in New Orleans. Radio talk show host Jim Inkster will moderate a gubernatorial forum on Friday, June 26th. Republican candidates Scott Angel, Jay Darden, and David Vitter, along with the lone Democrat in the race, John Bell Edwards, will all be there at the first forum focused on Louisiana's farmers and ranchers. Be sure to watch TWILA on July 11th for full coverage of the forum and all of the events at the 93rd annual meeting of the Louisiana Farm Bureau.